my math is right, I have about 2,500 holes to drill into this thing, so I better get started. Okay. Okay, so starting in the corner, I'm gonna start with this jig. So it goes in like this. So it stops here, and I have the perfect spacing from the edge to the first hole. Yeah, so let's jump and drill the hole. Okay. Okay, so to continue with the first row, I have this thing, so I can just put a dowel here and put it in the second hole, and this should give me the perfect spacing. Okay, and now I just need to repeat it for the whole row. Yeah, so I messed up. There are some issues with these jigs. So because they're made of plastic, they wear out quite quickly from the drill bit. So after so many holes, the hole I was drilling into got so wide that I was drilling just all over the place because of the loose drill bit, and that messed up the pattern. So I think I have a solution for that. So let me show you what I'm thinking about. Okay, so the solution should be this thing. So this one's got some wider holes for these aluminum sleeves or inserts, however you want to call them. So yeah, this one should also replace all the other 9 or 8 jigs I made, just because it's much bigger. So how, you'll see that in a second. For now, I need to cut the rest of these sleeves to size from this tube that I got, and I also need to cut another sheet of plywood to size, just because this one, well, part of it will be wasted, so I have to start over. So let's go do it. Okay, so the moment of truth. Okay. Okay, so I can already tell that this second method is working a lot better. So now 2,500 more holes to go. Let's go. Okay, so the drilling is done and it's still not straight. I think that the jig just needs a lot of improvements to be able to do it somewhat nicely. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna leave it because it took me like 2 whole days, full days to drill it. so quite a long time. Whether it was worth it or not, I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna see. It's gonna be nice for what I'm gonna use it. Basically to hold stuff in place. The pattern just with so many holes should give me a lot of flexibility for like live edges and stuff like that. But if you were to do it, I don't think I would recommend it. It took so long. Yeah, but for now, I'm just gonna quickly sand it on both sides because there's a bunch of tearouts on the underside of this fixture overlay table, something like that. Yeah, so quickly sand it on both sides and it should be done. So let's go do it. Ooh. Okay, so now that that's done, I just need to make a slide for the planer. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So let's go do it. Okay, so the planar jig should be done. Just need to test it real quick in a second. But first let's kind of go over how it's built. Okay, so it's basically two pieces of angle steel sandwiched in between two pieces of plywood and held together with bolts with two stop blocks on both ends, so just so this doesn't slide off the table. Yeah, and this is sort of a makeshift height adjustment for if I need to lift it up or lower it so that I don't have to lift the thing I'm planing. Yeah, just quite simple and really makeshift, but should work fairly well. So let's just test it now. Okay, so the jig is done, and yeah, I'm gonna call it a success. The board is pretty much flat on across the whole surface, and it's also the same thickness in pretty much each every spot I measured. There's like 0.5 millimeter difference in one spot, which I can work that out with time, and it's also much better than my previous jig, so that's a plus. Yeah, the only thing which I'm gonna have to fix now is the dust, which I'll find a way around it with time. Yeah, so there's one more thing left to build today, so let me show you what I'm thinking about. Okay, so the last thing I want to build today is gonna be a V-slot jig that's gonna be mounted vertically to this workbench, and I think I want to mount it over on this side just because I work over here way more often, and I just don't want to be bumping my knees into it. So yeah, so for now I just need to cut the piece of plywood that's gonna be mounted over here, and cut the grooves into it. So let's go do it. Okay, so I got carried away a little bit with drilling these holes all the way, because now I need to widen it a little bit using a Forstner bit, but because it's drilled all the way, the bit is sliding basically all over the place. So what I found that works for me is I just plugged it with a dowel, and now I can drill it. So let's do it. Okay, so pretty much the whole reason I made it, this visual jig, is so I can mount the bots this way. So now I can sand the edges or use the router to make handles. Yeah, so it's being held quite well. Basically, I can move the entire table with it, and it doesn't move the board, I mean. So yeah, so that's awesome. Okay, so with the Vslot jig done, I think that's all for today. So between the cover, the planer jig, and the Vslot jig, these should all be big upgrades for me. The only issue is with the cover. Let's be honest, kind of looks like shit. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it for about a year or so, see what I like and don't like about it, and how I can fix it. So yeah, so that's for later. For now, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.